Yeah, you took the stolen money and then you poured off some of the guilt by donating some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
I think God doesn't wash it away like that.
No.
Imagine stealing $74,000 from a fund that was set up to help the victims of one of the worst serial abusers in history. Now imagine that 5 years have gone by and you've barely paid back $1,000 in that restitution. That is the situation that the defendant in Judge Aquilina's court is facing. Judge Aquilina being the very judge who sentenced Larry Nassar, who is the reason that this fund was set up. This lady's excuse, something, let's just say, unique, so be sure to check it out. My name is Dan. This is my partner, Ellie. This is the Courtroom Files.
This is docket 19-470FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Tammy Lynette Johnson. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Troy Star on behalf of Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, state your name.
Tammy Lynette Johnson.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the
Yes.
guilty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation agent Russell, MDOC.
Thank you. And ma'am, you were placed on probation after you pled to false pretenses, $20,000 or more. And there were, I think, 2 counts of that, along with computers using to commit a crime. Maximum imprisonment 10 years or more, but less than 20 years. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Okay, and I have allegations against you that read as follows. Count 1, defendant has not completed cognitive behavioral treatment program. Count 2, defendant has not made willful efforts to pay restitution. And as of December 18th, 2025, failed to update her address with probation. Count 3, defendant has not completed an economic crime class.
What class?
An economic crime class. Those the allegations, or are there amendments?
I believe there are amendments, yes.
What are those amendments?
It's the probation will withdraw count 1 and count 3 based upon an updated report received from the supervising agent.
Okay.
The address as well can be struck from count
Okay.
2.
So we have the failure to pay regular restitution.
Correct.
All right. Are you waiving further arraignment, counsel?
Yes, we stand mute waiting for a reading for arraignment purposes. In terms of the violation of probation, Your Honor, just to make this matter real simple, we would like to admit to pay, not clearing off the balance, paying off the balance here.
All right, ma'am, as to failure to make willful efforts in order to pay off the restitution, how do you plead?
Not guilty. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Why, okay, did you fail to pay what you should have paid?
Yes.
Okay, then are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes.
All right, did anyone force, threaten, or coerce you to plead?
No.
Anyone promise you anything that caused you to plead?
No.
All right, you understood you needed to make real efforts to get this restitution paid, and it was a significant sum. In fact, I think it was $74,430.60, and you have paid a total since placed on probation of $1,215. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, I find defendant plea has been freely, voluntarily, knowingly made, and this was made without threats or promises. She's got counsel, and he obviously has consulted with her in this regard. So you are in contempt of court for not payment. Counsel, what would you like me to know?
So here's a situation, Your Honor. She has a probation officer. The probation officer she's reporting to is in Wayne County, and we have a letter from her. That probation officer saying, hey, everything was fine. She's doing everything, but there was something that messed up, and that's how this came about. She has been making payments. She lost her job because of this. She got a new job, was making less. She was making, when she was paying the original payment, it was $100 a month.
Yes.
When she lost her job, She contacted Mr. Buddy, she contacted her probation officer in Wayne County to try to say, hey, what can I do to still make a payment? And supposedly they came up with a $20 a month payment. She was paying that, a very small amount. Sometimes she paid a little bit more, but she was still making payments each and every month. That's why we say we should make this real simple, short and sweet. She was paying, but willful, could have been possibly paid more, possibly, who knows? But she was paying every month. We're asking if she can be successfully discharged from probation and refer this matter to collections. And that's from this letter from her probation officer in Wayne County. That's exactly what she recommended. This came out after the petition was issued. After the petition was issued, she wrote this letter to the probation officer saying, discharge, refer to collections for the rest of the payment.
If you'd like, Your Honor, I have a copy of that report, if you'd like to see it.
What is your recommendation?
I would defer to the court, and she is at her statutory maximum within a few months here. So I do feel that her case needs to be resolved and closed, and I would leave that to the discretion of Your Honor as to how you'd like to proceed with that. I have received email from Cindy Stage, our collections supervisor here in Am County, bringing this matter to my attention as well. And she brought that to my attention after I'd already filed the violations and just concerns over the lack of effort to pay on this docket.
And on behalf of the people, anything you want me to know?
I will say, Your Honor, and I just want to make it clear, just to remind you, this is the case in regards to the Larry Nassar Victim Fund. I do know that the individual that was in charge of that fund, Valerie Von Frank, is on Zoom. I don't know if she wishes to make a statement or not, but I do know that she was on Zoom earlier this morning.
She's still on. Ms. Frank, would you like to address the court?
I wasn't prepared to, but I will. I would like to. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Please state and spell your name for the record.
It's Valerie, Valerie. The last name is 2 words, V like in Victor, O-N, and then capital F-R-A-N-K.
Thank you. What would you like me to know, ma'am?
I would like the court to know that the victims continue to suffer nightmares, all kinds of anxiety, depression, and additional symptoms for which they need care. And Ms. Johnson's attempt to pay $1,200 out of $74,000 seems minimal to us. The girls have continued to ask the status of these cases of me as the director of posse. They continue to question how much is being paid back. I've gotten a question just as recently as the last few weeks from them, from some of the girls. They're very interested in seeing that this money gets paid back in whatever way the court sees fit. But we would like to see greater accountability for the harm that these people caused when they stole this money. And the girls are not here today because it is a tremendous toll on them to have to continue to make these efforts. And they thought that by testifying at the first hearing, that they could impart the significance of what had happened to the people who had perpetrated these crimes. It doesn't feel like Ms. Johnson understood the severity of what these women testified about, and it took a toll on them to testify then. That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ma'am, what would you like me to know?
Your Honor, I would just like to say that I sincerely apologize again for my actions for what happened. I was paying restitution before I lost the job that I had. So I took a job that is significantly lower than what I was making. So I did contact Mr. Buddy at the clerk office and told him what was going on when he agreed to the payments that I was making. I have made those payments, sometimes extra when I had it. And I will continue to make the payments. That is my goal, to make sure that this is paid off and taken care of.
What happened to the 74,000 that you took?
I paid bills. I gave money to charity, to my church. Not that they knew, but yeah.
I'm sure that was out of guilt.
No, I go to church regularly.
Yeah, you paid, you took the stolen money and then you poured off some of the guilt by donating some of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
I think God doesn't wash it away like that.
No, not at all.
Your Honor, one final thing. I'm almost certain that all the other co-defendants still owe money. At least.
They do.
They do,
We haven't closed any of these
Yeah.
cases. They're gonna start being closed, though. It's been quite a long time.
right.
Not anywhere near this amount has been paid by any of you.
And yes, that is correct. That is to my knowledge as well. She's going to continue to make payments. Restitution never goes away. Restitution never goes away. I'm asking to discharge her from probation. Let her continue making payments. If she needs to go back to go to collections again and start making higher payments, something happened, that's what I'm asking for in this case.
Well, she can't make payments if I incarcerate her, and I could incarcerate her.
That is correct.
And that's why I haven't done it before, and I did explain that to the victims. Although they do feel held hostage by not having the funds to go to treatment. Are you paying this on your own when you feel like it, or is this coming from a wage assignment?
No, when I get paid, I pay it from my job. Yes, I'm paying on my own.
Now, see, it doesn't sound like a wage. They're not garnishing your check.
No,
Why not?
I was always told that I was compliant, so they never said they were gonna do anything about garnishing my
Well,
pay.
how much more time does she have on probation?
3 months, Your Honor.
Great. I'm not releasing her until there's a wage assignment in place.
Okay. We'll do that today.
It doesn't appear to me that paying when you get paid, and sometimes you forget, and then people aren't checking on you and whatever is getting done, because over the 5 years. Let's see. If you would have been paying, let me just, well, 5 years is 60 months, right? If you
Correct.
would have been paying $100 a month, you'd be paying 6,000.
Yeah, but in between the case, I lost the job that I was making money on. I lost that because of the case. So I took another job that pays less. Now, I have contacted my probation officer asking for, does she know people that hire felons and all of that? So I was in communication with her about this throughout my probation, all of the probation officers that I've had.
There are lots of places that hire felons, including Myers.
I'll check mine out today.
I'm
Yes, ma'am.
sure you work with probation, a recruiter, your lawyer. There's lots and lots of, DoorDash. Half of my probation people are working DoorDash or Amazon.
I did
Make
apply for
good money.
DoorDash and they denied me.
Okay, well.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. I do know there are a lot of places that hire felons, because I have a requirement that everybody in front of me, unless they're on disability, work. So I know that you can get some employment.
Can I ask somebody for a list of those so that I can contact them or
Does
apply?
probation have a list?
We have a local list, but she lives in Wayne County, so I can reach out to their local office, see if they have one.
I'd reach out and also give her our local list, because like Myers is in Michigan and beyond, and there's other places that hire. So maybe there's some people who partner with places in Wayne County. So why don't we do both? So,
Macomb County. She lives in Macomb County, but she's
or Macomb, same thing.
she's gonna actively look at
Macomb,
this.
Wayne, Ingham, I mean, we've got all over across our state, we got the same places of business, McDonald's,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not releasing her until she gets a
Wage assignment.
wage assignment.
And if I may ask, Your Honor, what do you want the wage assignment amount to be?
I want it to be whatever's reasonable based on her paycheck. I don't know if $20 is reasonable or $200. So I'm sure that you and the other agent can look at that, or some kind of, along with her bills. And if she's in negative numbers, Well, she's gonna have to give up something, getting your hair done or getting a new coat. I don't know what it's gonna be, but these girls have gone without, so should you.
Yes, ma'am.
So probation's continued, and I want a wage assignment, and then when we sign off successfully, because she's at least complied with something, this is going to be continued, it's not dischargeable in bankruptcy, so you're gonna owe it for a very long time. I'd like to see more effort,
Okay.
okay? And again, I could put you in jail or prison, but that would not do the girls any good either. Keep paying, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe the church can put you to work. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nothing further. Thank you so
That's all.
much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.